This is Kalia, a 21-year-old female Icelandic southern resident hybrid orca. She currently lives at SeaWorld San Diego. She is the only living daughter of Keet and the matriarch of the San Diego pod. Kalia was born on December 21, 2004 in SeaWorld San Diego to an Icelandic female named Kasatka and an Icelandic southern resident hybrid male named Keet. As an infant, Kalia was very close with her mother. When Kalia was 6 months old, she became very ill with an unknown illness. She spent her early years on and off medication and was able to be separated from her mother for medical reasons without much stress. In 2008, her blood work improved significantly and she was taken off medication. During this time, Kalia became eager to learn and was performing waterwork segments that same year. Due to her illness, her weight gain was slow and she was seen nursing from Kasatka at age 5. At some point, she learned how to bait and catch birds with her older brother, Makani. Kalia would slide out of the water and successfully catch birds, as seen in this well-known video. As she got older, Kalia began to assert more dominance towards the other whales, which was not unusual since the matriarchs passed on dominant roles to their daughters. Despite her position in the hierarchy, she was very reliable and had no documented aggression incidents. In February 2013, Kasatka gave birth to Kalia's younger brother, Makani. Kalia was present for the birth of her little brother and was taught by her mother how to raise a calf. Kalia would also become very close to Makani. Shortly after Makani's birth, Kalia became sexually active and mated with an older Icelandic male named Ulysses. She was also artificially inseminated with his sperm. Kalia would become pregnant with his calf, though it is unknown if she conceived through artificially or naturally. On December 2nd, 2014, just a few weeks before her 10th birthday, Kalia gave birth to a female calf named Amaya. Kasakta, Nakai, and Makani were present during the birth of Amaya. It was Kasakta who brought Amaya to the surface. Kalia remained beside her mother after the birth of her calf, and the two would even take turns swimming with Amaya. In 2016, Kasakta became progressively more ill from a chronic respiratory infection that she had been battling for years. On August 15, 2017, Kasakta was humanely euthanized and was surrounded by her caretakers and pod. Kalia was deeply affected by the death of her mother since she had been close with her mother for her entire life. Following the death of Kasakta, who had been the matriarch at the park for decades, the social structure dramatically changed. While it had fluctuated at first, Kalia would eventually become the matriarch in San Diego, taking the steps of her late mother. Sadly, Kalia would lose two very close loved ones in the span of 1 year. On August 19, 2021, little Amaya passed away unexpectedly from a GI disease at only 6 years old. The loss of Amaya was very difficult and likely traumatic for Kalia, as Kalia was very close to her daughter. According to staff, Kalia would vocalize mournfully after her daughter died and would only let Makani come near her. Not even a year later, on August 4, 2022, Nakai, Kalia's older brother, passed away at age 20. She had been very close with him for her entire life, and his death also deeply affected her. Today, Kalia remains the matriarch at the park and gets along well with the other whales, though enjoys spending time with Makani, whom she became very close to. She is described as being a very playful orca and enjoys spending time with trainers and guests in up-close tours. She is easily identified by her signature freckles on her right eye patch and her strong resemblance to her mother. Kalia is an individual who has experienced significant loss in her life by losing many loved ones in the span of a few years. Despite all that she's been through, she continues to make the best out of her life by keeping herself engaged and enjoying the company from her brother and her trainers.